Cult members, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And welcome to our trailer reaction to The Suicide Squad. That's right, I'm wearing a Marvel shirt while we're doing a TV.
We were doing a Marvel thing.
We were doing a Marvel thing first. This is James Gunn going full James Gunn within the DC universe. And there's 865 people in this movie. I expect only like 4 of them to actually live because it is a Suicide Squad and it's James Gunn.
Right.
He's not afraid of killing off major characters. We've got some stuff from DC Fandom last summer, some behind the scenes stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm interested to see what we actually get here and what we've got.
Yep.
It's also a Red Band trailer, so those with sensitive eyes and ears, you've been warned. So we don't care around here, but if you do, you've been warned. So here we go. The Suicide Squad. And go. Secret.
You gotta be kidding me. You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester.
It's coming from a guy that wears a toilet seat on his head. We don't leave one of our own behind.
Hopefully Harley's still alive.
No funny business, Arnold. These are dangerous people.
Sure.
Q is clear to go.
Fire up. 3, 2.
What are you guys doing?
You, we're here to save you.
You were gonna save me?
It was a really good plan, too.
Well, I
Get
can
some
go
stuff
back
in you.
inside and you can still do it.
That's patronizing.
I'm so sorry.
Blood sport.
Oh, boy.
You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence. You fail to follow my orders in any way, and I detonate the explosive device in the base of your skull.
So this is the famous Suicide Squad.
Aren't you in Guardian?
The horrible man. Harley's got a rocket launcher. Yeah!
Any questions?
What?
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
We're all gonna die.
I hope so.
Oh, for fuck's sake. You failed the mission, you die.
If we find out any information you give us is false, you die.
If we find out you have personalized license plates, you die.
What? No.
If you cough without covering your mouth.
Harley, although that isn't an open invitation for you to cough without covering your mouth.
What's the plan?
What the hell am I supposed to know?
You're the leader. You're supposed to be decisive.
And I've decided that you should eat a big bag of dicks.
If this whole beach was completely covered in dicks, and somebody said I'd eat every dick until the beach was clean for liberty, I would say no problemo.
Why would someone put penises all over the beach?
Who knows why madmen do what they do?
This is suicide.
Wow. Shark's a badass.
Don't you worry, eh? I'm gonna get you out of here alive.
I'm going to get you out of here alive.
Flirting.
Oh my god! We've got a freaking kaiju up in this shit!
Oh.
We love the rain.
Is it a giant starfish?
Yes.
Angels are smooching all over us.
Oh my god. That's gonna be epic.
Oh my god. Okay.
Wow.
I'm going to say this out. I just have to get this out of the way. Margot Robbie can play no other character other than Harley Quinn until she can't play it anymore. She's perfect. She totally gets it.
Yeah.
Kaylee Coco does the voice on the Harley Quinn animated show,
Oh,
and she
okay.
gets it too.
Yeah.
But she just live action, just like the ridiculousness of it. and
Yes.
stuff.
Yes. Yes. Everybody is in this movie.
Everybody is in this
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
So Nathan Fillion is the one sipping on the soda. He's NKD.
Oh. Okay. I didn't.
And
even... so many people.
So many characters. So he's the something kid. The no the detachable kid or something like that. So his arms, he can detach his arms and like do stuff, and then they come back and stuff.
Oh no!
He's dying.
Yeah.
The only reason so the only people that I think is Polka Dot Man, King Shark, Harley, Bloodshot, or like not Bloodshot, but Idris Elba's character and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I did a little bit of reading this afternoon to try to get up on like all the characters, and there's just these are all the F, G, M level characters from DC, and so
Would you expect
Harley,
anything different from James Gunn?
No. But when I was reading, I was like trying to catch up on all the characters, and I decided like I'm just not going to try to catch up on the characters.
Yeah.
I'm just going to just have fun with the story.
Yeah.
And not get attached to anybody because it's
What is Polka Dot Man's superpower?
I have no idea.
I
have no idea.
He's the spleen.
He's the spleen. He's the spleen. And if you get that reference, you're watching the right show. Don't look at me. I can't be invisible if I have my clothes on and you're looking at me. Now we have to go watch that movie.
Yeah.
This is totally that movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it looks like the idea is they have a small squad. They go try to save Harley because she's in some kind of trouble because it's Harley and she got herself in trouble. She is one of the ones who doesn't have a chip because Joker pulled it out, and then the other one.
Right.
So they're doing something to get her free or whatever. Everybody else has got a chip, and then it's going to go bad, and they're going to have another mission, and they're going to have to go get all the extra guys, and they're all going to die, and then there's going to be a big fight with the starfish kaiju thing and stuff. That's how the trailer kind of lays out, and that's how I kind of feel like it's doing it. But
so the guy who was kind of the mission leader in the last one is in this
Flag. He's
okay, but so he like forgoes his military to become a
he was kind of doing he gave up all the controller to the chips in the bar in the first one. So he might be like having to do penance for it. But it's also a Black Ops group, so he can't really be attached to the military anymore.
That's true. Maybe he's just incognito.
Right. Peacemaker, John Cena is Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Like his characters, the obnoxious, like all about America, always doing the right thing, whatever. So his
he's
line
gonna
of
eat all the penises,
all the dicks on the planet and the
on the
island.
beach in the name of freedom.
So John Cena doing that, and then Idris Elba kind of being like the real person, kind of like playing off of that was just gonna be
for fuck's sake.
Right. We're all gonna die. This trailer to me, however, I'm a little inside secret. I've seen this trailer 3 times now. This trailer is all about King Shark for me.
He does some badass, like, first of all, he's got fingers on his fins.
He's walking around
and
no water.
And then he is ripping some people in half.
Oh, Killer Croc was the one in the first one, and
they didn't really. I don't feel like they used him.
The first one doesn't exist.
That's fair.
But just his deadpanness and naivete of who he is, and he's like, eating the guy and ripping him in half, and then when the starfish comes out, he's like stops eating whatever he's eating. It's like an arm or whatever. He's like, So I learned that is being voiced by Sylvester Stallone.
Oh,
is the voice of, and then in the cast is Taika Waititi. But there's no,
Sean Gunn's in there somewhere.
Sean Gunn is the weasel thing licking the glass.
Oh, okay.
Because James Gunn never wants his brother to actually be on screen.
Well, he's on screen in Guardians, but he's also Rocket.
He's also the mocap for the
mocap.
Rocket, right. But yeah, it's just when they announced this and they were like, Sean Gunn's going to be in this, and then they put him in a mocap suit. It's like, oh, your brother hates you. But
Sean's like, I'm just happy to be here.
Yeah, right. Sean doesn't care. But the straight out ironcladness of this, the ridiculousness of this, and it's shot really cool, and it looks like everything looks really good. Like maybe a little of the CBJ, the CGI for King Shark is a little bit off, but it's trailer and they're not done.
Yeah, they're not done yet
with it and stuff like that.
When's it supposed to
August
be?
6th.
Yeah, they got all kinds. They got 6 months before, 5 months before it comes out. So.
And they were. This is one of the ones from Warner Brothers. It's going to come out in theaters and HBO Max on the same day.
Right.
So
yeah, August will be. We'll be in the movie theater.
We're already discussing going to see a movie in end of April. So
end of April, but we will both be fully vaccinated by then.
Yes.
So
I've been fully vaccinated for a month, so I'm ready to go do
special.
anything.
I'm only half vaccinated. I'm only half special.
Half special for now. But this is everything I want from James Gunn doing Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
And James Gunn doing anything. And I said earlier when we were talking about it, full-on Belko experiment with superheroes.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
And
I'm the Harley Quinn and the emancipation of blah 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 blah. It was okay, and I mean, obviously
it,
the
but
last
it
was okay, and the last Suicide Squad was just a hot dumpster fire. We rewatched it partially a couple weeks ago, and we're like, no, it still sucks. But
the first 2/3 of that movie is amazing.
I wouldn't say amazing.
Okay,
the first 2/3 is okay, and then the end goes off the rails. But this, I'm like genuinely excited to see based on this trailer.
And James Gunn is actually directly involved in the marketing of this, so he has input on the posters and the trailer and so he's directly involved. So he's laying out stuff in front of us on purpose. It's not the studio, it's not a trailer company, it's not whatever. It's James laying out all the stuff going.
It's not a company that makes rock videos that's doing the
or the editing.
The editing.
So that is anything else?
No.
Okay, so that is our reaction to the Suicide Squad coming in August by the DC, whatever they're calling it now. Let us know what you thought of our trailer reaction and the trailer itself in the comments down below. Like this video. Be nice, by the way. Like this video. Subscribe to the channel. Follow us. Hit the bell notifications.
Blah, blah, blah.
All the social medias. And until I need cocktails. And until next time, cult members, good afternoon, good evening, and good night now.